Hello everyone, welcome to this video where I am going to explore your subconscious mind so that you can discover what it means to dream of being in love. That is, to live to think and feel happiness and fulfillment for the person who has stolen your heart. In the end, it is about feeding our soul for the existence of another person. Something that is expressed in the fact that in the dream, you see yourself without having the ability to stop thinking about the other person, the one with whom you have fallen in love, because doing so simply causes you instant happiness. But before going into the analysis, in case you don't know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Robert. I am a psychoanalyst with more than 30 years of experience. And in case you want to have a psychoanalysis session with me, or in case you want the psychoanalysis of one of your dreams, just send me an email to the one that I am going to leave you here below in the description of this video, so I can tell you how you can join my consultation. Now, back to what it means to dream of being in love. This is a very important dream because from the outset, it is revealing that you are going through a phase of your life where you feel that you are trying too hard to be happy. That is the core of why you are having this dream. Everything costs you too much. There is nothing you can achieve in your life without first having to make a huge effort to do so. And this is obviously causing you to start questioning if you are not making a mistake in the way you lead your life, which is a great paradox for you because in practice, this dream revealed that you were a girl or a boy who from a very young age was brought up to obtain everything through hard work. But the problem is that you have begun to notice that your work is taking you nowhere, at least to the places you would like to go, from the point of view of the achievement of your personal goals. And there is the complex that has developed in your psyche over the years. If at this moment you feel confused because somehow you perceived that you cannot feel completely happy, well, this dream is showing us the cause that is in your unconscious. Somehow, you want to get everything you want in the easiest and simplest way possible. But the problem is that you have been raised to be a perfectionist. And that is why it is very clear to me, as soon as you tell me that you dreamed of this, that you suffer because all your states of anguish, anxiety, depression arises from the fact that you cannot cope with your desire to keep things simple. Because even if you want to, you won't be able at this time. You are the type of person that when you have to do something that you perceive as not according to the standards that you have imposed on yourself, that repressive state will immediately activate in your mind, which will prevent you from having a simple life. You cannot perform simple actions. That is your problem. The tricky thing about this matter is that you somehow perceive that other people, whether at work or at university or in whatever environment you are in, do seemingly easier things and get everything they want. It is not your case because you try a lot. You put a lot of dedication into everything you do and still you don't get the results you want. Maybe if you have a relationship, for example, or even if you like someone, you will notice that you are the type of person who puts a lot of effort to make the relationship successful. But at one point, the relationship always falls. And you will also find this is in your work or in all the interpersonal relationships that you have. You may have a friend to whom you are going to give a gift and they will not value you as much as they probably will with someone else. And this obviously confuses you. Through this dream, I know that you are the type of daughter or son who, in the case of having siblings, feels undervalued by their parents. Since no matter how hard you try to be a good son, you are still not going to receive the good treatment that your other siblings receive, who do not try at all in the same way in which you do. And this is obviously causing you states of frustration. The dream comes to be a warning from your unconscious of what is happening with you at this moment. You have reached a point where you cannot stand living that way anymore, trying too hard to get what you want. But as I was saying, the issue is that you cannot be otherwise, because whenever you try to put aside that mental system that has been structured in your psyche by doing everything contrary to what you do now, that is no longer try as hard as you have been doing, this repressive state will emerge from your conscious self that will force you to make an effort to find that everything is perfect in your life. And that is why you are somatizing anguish, depression, anxiety, or frustration, because you want to free yourself from that sense of guilt in which you feel totally imprisoned at this moment. Now, it is not that this is a bad thing. It is simply that a part of your psyche is blocked, which would allow you to do everything in a simple way. As I told you, it is your state of conscious self that repressed that state of your mind for many years. But now that you are an adult, this energy of your psyche that never developed is struggling to come out, but it is being blocked. And that's why when you dream of being in love, you see yourself in a situation in which you reach the fullness of life simply by being next to the person you love. In other words, you achieve happiness without any effort, because that is what you do not have at this moment in your life. This dream is a reflection of your unconscious that gives you the possibility, at least in the dream world, that you can release that energy which causes frustration by living something that you lack so much. That is obtaining happiness without having done nothing to get it. Because that's what distresses you the most right now. Now, all this did not begin in the present. This is a process that the dream is expressing simply as a symptom of something that had been developing for many years, and that is now simply hatching. That is why, as I always say, dreams are the best system to access a person's unconscious, to in turn know what conflicts they are facing that cause states of imbalance in their life. In this case, this dream shows that you were a person who grew up in an environment in which, for some reason, you were forced to do everything with absolute precision. Like everything had to be in its place. There could be no disorder where you lived, because the consequences of that happening were too great for you. Probably one of your parents had a team there with the order, the structure that forces you to do things in only one way, the way your parents consider it to be the best for you. You are the person who always follows a manual, because in a part of your unconscious is the complex that your parents always know what is best for you. And that is the structure of your psyche that you apply to your life. It was the one that for many years gave you security, but now that you have reached a more mature moment in your life, simply that organization of your psyche no longer serves you. As you can see, this is a much more complex dream than it might seem, so you have to pay close attention in case you see yourself in a dream being in love. For the same reason, you already know that if you want me to psychoanalyze some of your dreams or have therapy sessions with me, just send me an email to the one that I leave you below so that I can tell you the way in which you can integrate to my consultation. And please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video if it helped you in any way, and share it so that others can access to this kind of knowledge. Have a wonderful day, and with it, the most beautiful dreams. Bye!